Oh, he's hit it. Oh no. Sit. You fuck. On my practice days, certainly, definitely want to get this drill done on a Tuesday and Wednesday. It's a simple drill. I hit 6 putts. I've got 3 feet behind the hole. I've got to get the putt past the hole, but short of this, 6 times in a row, extending out by an extra 5 feet every time. Little bit of wind isn't helping either. But again, there's no point in me standing here and just smashing it by the hole. And that's true for a lot of amateurs, you know. I think amateurs are obsessed with being up. And then they end up hitting the putt too hard on the wrong line because they hit it too hard. That's no use either. You've got to hit a good putt. Another good thing with this drill is, because I'm progressively going back out the same line, it gives you a good feeling for how much the break changes as a putt gets longer. So this putt is breaking a lot if I miss it right. From shorter range, it actually stayed up quite high. So I think there's a lot of break here and there's a lot of break if I miss low. But from shorter range, it isn't too bad because my speed is faster through this section, so it doesn't break as much. In here where we are, it's circling. So I could hit one of these and it could go into a strong gust of wind. I could go downwind. Thankfully on the golf course, the course is like a links, you know, it has links, it's in the name, I suppose. You know, the wind blows consistently on the golf course, so it can blow strongly, but it's not gusting out there on the course. Around here, it's definitely circling a little bit. There we go. Now we're on a run. Just hold 6 in a row and we'll... Wow, that miss. That was all wind. It nearly went downwind. That got the benefit of the wind dying down too there. That you kind of just have to accept it. Just try and hit a good putt. Hit the hole. Oh, that was flying. This is it. The pressure is on. I've only been here 2 hours. Look, I'm even taking... Yeah. Oh, he's hit it. Oh no. Sit. You fuck. God, no. The wind, like it nearly went downwind. God, I could have been a hero. Every drill you do, it's got to be a challenge to you that keeps you interested. So the one thing you're trying to avoid in golf is practicing when you're bored. So going through hitting shots because you want to hit numbers or you want to spend time, log in time. So you try and make your practices interesting. So when I'm chipping, it's always interesting to me. I'm trying to play adventurous shots. Just there's one particular thing with short putts. I tend to want to hit some short right to left putts just to check I'm not getting any hook spin. As long as I'm not getting any draw on my putts, I feel good. So I tend to try and practice a few sort of 3 and 4 footers. I probably hit them a bit firmer than I should, but this is a right to left putt, and I'm trying to do what a lot of amateurs do. I'm trying to hit it inside the hole, kind of force it in there, but that's because it's not necessarily what I do on the course, but it's because for me, I just don't want any draw spin on my short putts, or any putt to be honest. got to have a trigger to get the club away. So I will practice this. I don't necessarily have to use it on the course, but every time I putt, okay, so I've done my strokes will be a bit more serious than that in the course. And if you watch, ideally I'll go through this and it's 1, 2, 3, 4. So I can count through my putts. It's harder to count them out loud. Internally I can count it. So it's 1, 2, putter's always moving. It's never still. That's, you know, we don't want to be stuck here trying to figure out what we're doing. So I will hit a number of putts where it's 1, 2, 3, 4. Just very simple. 1, 2, 3, 4. I don't get overstressed by it now. You know, I've had terrible warm-up sessions and played great, and I've had great warm-up sessions and played badly. The thing is, I tried to pay attention when I was doing it. You just don't want to be wandering, because then you're putting in hours that just don't count. You've got to be focused and keep it short. In my career, I'm putting 80 hours in, 70, 80 hours in a tournament week. There's a lot of elite athletes who are putting in 8, 10 hours of work a week because they're so intense that they can't, obviously, you know, they can only do 1 or 2 training sessions because the intensity of it, whereas ours is low intensity, so we can keep going. And there's several aspects to golf, you know. There's the physical of, there's so many aspects. You've got to be putting, chipping, bunker play, wedge play, iron play, driver, speed, gym, physio, mental game. These are all aspects of the game of golf. Like, unfortunately, golf, like, there's 10 different things you've got to be able to do in order to be a good golfer, or at least there's 10 different things you can work on to be a good golfer. So it just consumes time. Putting in 70, 80 hours of work is not probably the best way of getting yourself ready for a Sunday afternoon when you're under pressure. You're better off figuring out what's productive, paying attention and trying to, you know, not really wander and waste time.
To watch another DP World Tour video, click here, and to subscribe, click here.